Whoa, it's Nicole. What is she doing? I looks like she's modeling. Is she? Oh, she's modeling her nose. She's gonna answer nose questions, I think.
Hi guys, it's Nicole. Slight change of scenery. I normally film against this wall. Now I'm filming here because lighting is not cooperating with me. Sorry if the camera's shaky. My phone is set up on a tripod I bought from Amazon, and my bed is like not stable. So over the past few days, my nose job video kind of blew up like way more than I thought it would, and a lot of you guys have a ton of questions. It's really hard to reply to everyone just because there's so many like flooding in all of a sudden, and I have finals coming up in 2.5 weeks. So I thought I would take the time out to kind of address most of the general questions that I get, so hopefully you can like get your knowledge and like be good to go. Please still feel free to talk to me. I am trying my best to reply. I just like can't do it in a timely fashion. Things I want to address before I actually start answering these questions. I will eventually do a makeup tutorial, but I'm gonna wait until I get like an actual like YouTuber camera for that, because I want like the viewfinder. Because if I'm looking at my phone, like I'm not gonna be able to figure out, like it's just not good quality. I need like the viewfinder of like a legitimate camera to be able to figure out what I'm doing. Eventually there will be a makeup tutorial, just not now. My hair is naturally curly, and I know a lot of you are asking for like a hair tutorial, but if I did that, it would just be like a video of me showering, like washing my hair. I can list the products that I use down below, because that's also like a frequently asked question. And actually my curl pattern is kind of uneven, so certain pieces I will curl with a 1-inch barrel, but in general this is like it. I'm way more blonde in person. I don't know why it doesn't pick up on camera, but I'm pretty blonde. These are the most frequently asked questions that are on my video, so I'm going to try to go through all of them. I did put a frequently asked questions in the description box of my plastic surgery video, but I don't think anyone has looked at it because a lot of the questions that I get are ones that I've listed, so I'm just gonna like speak them so you watch this and you now know. Okay, the biggest comment that I've gotten on this video is, Nicole, your eyes are red. You have a condition. You're not okay. No, I film on my phone, as I've said previously. Right now I'm filming in like selfie mode, so I can kind of like, I can look and see myself. When I was filming that video, I had my phone flipped around and I had the flash on. So the flash was on the entire time. I don't have red eyes, I have hazel eyes. And I know like it looks really creepy, and like I got a lot of comments like, is she a vampire? But no.
And thank you for your concern, but I also don't have eye cancer either. I also don't do drugs. Like, why would I make a video on ecstasy? I didn't even know what beaming was until I read this comment. And like, why would I get red contacts? I can't even afford to eat 3 meals every day. Like, I sleep to forget how hungry I am.
So it cost, I had to write it down, $7,050, but because we had the discount that happened because someone like dropped out, it was $6,050, so $6,050. Anesthesia was $2,310, which made the total cost $8,360, which would have been $9,360 had I not come in during cancellation. My surgeon was Dr. Patrick Byrne, and literally like rave reviews out here. I live in Maryland.
If I haven't made that clear enough.
So he works under Johns Hopkins, which is in Baltimore, so it was like pretty close. I love him. I think he's great. He also looks like Rob Lowe, which I thought was funny because like, I don't know, I want Rob Lowe operating on my face. Like, okay, all right. How old is she? I'm 19 years old. I turned 19 on March 30th. I was born in 1998. I also just want to say, like, it is really touching, and it absolutely breaks my heart to see that so many of you are going through the same thing or had gone through the same thing and had like the same procedure done, and that you're reaching out to me, like sharing your stories, and we're just like bonding over being fake bitches. I really want to thank you all because it's been an overwhelming outpouring of love, and I read every single comment. I get the notifications on my phone every time someone comments on any of my videos, or whenever someone DMs me on Instagram, and it's really incredible to me just how sweet all of you are and how understanding. It really blows my mind, and it's sad that I have to say this, but I really thought I was gonna get a ton of backlash, and I'm really glad that a lot of you have been so like respecting and understanding of why I did this. I was hoping that I would explain it well enough to kind of change the views some people have on plastic surgery, because it's not always I'm doing this in vain. A lot of the time it's I just want to look normal. You know, my goal was not to be like a 10 out of 10 supermodel, Christine Teigen sort of person. The nose that I had before, I was getting a lot of negative attention. I wanted no attention at all. It wasn't me trying to be Kylie Jenner or like go in with like an unrealistic goal. Like, I just wanted a normal nose, and I got a normal nose, and no one looks at me funny anymore. Also, on the topic of me reading every single comment I get, because I get the notifications, shout out to these lovely people.
I hate myself, so I'm going to take it out on Nicole. She seems confident now. I don't like that.
Honestly, like, I wouldn't say that if I were you, because I heard that when you lie, your nose gets bigger.
You've been roasted.
Healing time, I touched on this. It took about a week or two for me to be able to breathe properly. It did not affect my breathing or smelling when it was done. After the 1 week, 2 week-ish period, my breathing and sense of smell was all back to normal, so it didn't have any impact on that. I know a lot of you are asking that because you have like deviated septums and you can't breathe. If you get a septoplasty along with a rhinoplasty, that will allow you to breathe, but I never had any breathing problems. So it was just exactly the same as it was when I went in there with my old nose. I want to include some more pictures of it because a lot of you are also saying, oh, it wasn't that bad, or like, why did she do it? Like, she looked fine before. I have eyes, you have eyes, we all have eyes. I stood out. I can acknowledge that. It was very uncomfortable for me. You don't have to sugarcoat things, like, I know, and that's why I did this, and that's why I'm making this video, to tell other people, like, it's okay. I understand if you're getting bullied for your looks, like, it really, really hurts you.
So it was never really the front part that bothered me, it was the side profile, and especially when I laughed because my nose would droop down, as you can see here. So I would actually like position myself in ways where people could not see the side of my face. Like, I would always try to face people front on because I thought that was my best angle. But along with getting the black eye, I forgot to talk about how much my face swelled up, and this went away after a few days, but you can see like how chubby my face got from all of the swelling. As I've said before, nothing actually hurt unless I messed with it, so I tried not to touch my nose. And even when I did that, it would only hurt if I pushed up from the tip, but just like touching it, it just kind of felt weird because there was an odd numbness to the pressure.
This is something that's like life-changing, and it's not, oh, she's shallow, it's, oh, she wanted to live a normal life. Someone commented and asked what nose my children would have. So plastic surgery does not transfer to your kids. So my kids will have a mix of my old nose and whatever my husband's nose is, or maybe they'll just get mine, or maybe they'll just get his, but no, they're not gonna get if I get lip injections, my kids are not gonna come out with lip injections. It's not how any of this works. It's not how it works.
Another thing I forgot to talk about was that my friends were incredibly supportive about this, and I really can't thank them enough for this. And when I told them that I was going to have this procedure, it really wasn't shocking to them because they all knew how much this had affected me, and I had always, voiced how I didn't like my nose to them, so it was nothing, out of the blue. One of my friends came to my house with flowers after the surgery, another one brought balloons and a stuffed elephant with a Band-Aid on its nose, which I thought was the cutest thing ever. So yeah, it was supportive. I've also gotten questions about how long it took for the swelling to go down completely, and the truth is I really don't remember. I know it stopped hurting after a few months, like the numbness began to go away then. But just by looking back at old pictures, I think it took around a year, maybe a little bit more, for the swelling to stop with me. And that's when it kind of settled down and I could really see the actual results. Of course, this is different with every person. Some people don't swell that much. Some people swell a ton. It depends on the thickness of your skin, I guess the doctor you're going with. There's a lot of factors.
If you are feeling bad about your own nose, look in the comments. Look what other people are going through. You're not alone, like, at all. Like, it surprised me how many other people are struggling with this or have struggled with this. And just like, I'm really happy, like it really excites me that my comment section is kind of like a little support group. Like, you guys are each other's go-tos, like that's so cute. So yeah, please feel free to disclose whatever, talk to other people, talk to me, talk to someone, tell us how you feel. Also, people who are saying, well, the nose and the ears grow, like these grow, and your nose is gonna grow even more. That's actually a myth. If you Google it, like any sort of research, the nose does not grow as you age, it ages along with you. So basically, if you have like a larger nose, or if you have any nose at all, like everyone's nose changes as they get older, but it's not because it's still growing, it's because the nose itself is aging. So the tip will begin to droop because you have gravity and you have like cartilage that's weakening. With a nose job, my nose is sturdy AF. I have strong cartilage. It's been built to withstand age or something like that. You don't grow more skin as you get old. You just start sagging. So that's like essentially the same thing. And like the same with ears, like they don't like elongate, like they just start sagging. You get saggy when you're old. To my young viewers out there, like I want you to know the biggest thing that I learned from all of this, like the entire process of, you know, being bullied for this and then getting my nose done and then coming back to school. High school does not matter at all. Like literally there is no relevance high school has to your life when you're out of high school. Like when you're in middle school, when you're in high school, it feels like it's everything because it's all you know and you're like, oh my gosh, like what is the world past this? I'm about to finish my first year of college. I can tell you, literally no one cares at all. Everyone's too busy worrying about like what they're gonna eat next and like how much money they don't have and their grades. And so, you know, if you're struggling a lot right now, make it through. Please, I love you so much. I did it. You can do it. We can do it. We're all in this together. I think that's mostly it. Anyways, thank you guys so much for like the huge outpouring of love, and I love you as well. And just heart to heart, you guys are great. I feel like that answered most of the questions that I get from other people. If that didn't, please leave more and I'll continue to answer them until you have no questions left. And I will talk to you guys later. And I love you. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
So many people that I know, they just trying to touch you. Kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you. Give you some time to prove that I can trust you. Again, I'm gonna kiss up and rub up and fill up. Kiss up and rub up and fill up on you.